Hey everybody, Miss Falcone here. So this week you are going to begin making a show. So making your show. There's going to be a few parts to this project, and then the last week of school, hopefully you will have a show that you can show and share to the rest of the school or to the rest of your class. So this part is part one, where you are going to create your story for your show and the characters that are in your show. Okay, right now you're on slide 2 watching this video. So on slide 3, if you go there, you'll see that you have, for my kindergarten, first, and second graders, you guys only have 2 spots for characters. If you want more than 2 characters in your show or movie, that's fine. You can make more, but I just put 2 spots there so you don't feel pressured to do more. If you are in third, fourth, or fifth grade, you have 4 spots for characters. I would like you to do at least 2, but you probably will have more than 2 characters in your story, so you can have up to 4. And then both groups have the click to add text over here, which is where you're going to write your story. Okay. So when you are thinking about what you want to happen in your movie or your play, that you are going to type it out right there. So maybe you're just take a second and think, what do I want to happen in my story? Where do I want it to take place? For my story, I think I'm going to have it take place underwater. So my movie or my play or my show is going to happen underwater, okay? And it's going to be about mermaids and a human that is becoming a mermaid, okay? So it's going to be kind of underwater, and I'm going to have some characters that are mermaids and maybe one human character that turns into a mermaid, okay? So think about whatever storyline, whatever, adventure you want to happen in your show, and that's what you're going to kind of type over here in the text. So I would type out my story. So my story takes place in the ocean. Okay? And if you do not know how to type or write, you can ask someone to type it for you, or you can record yourself like I'm doing, saying your story, and that is perfectly fine, okay? So if you're not wanting to type, you can just record yourself speaking and telling your story, and that's fine. So my story takes place in the ocean. There are lots of mermaids that live under the water. But there is a human who loves to swim in the ocean and wishes, or let's see, and feels that he would love to always be in the water. And so in my story then, he loves to be in the water, he's swimming, and he meets a mermaid. So while he is swimming one day in the ocean, he meets a mermaid. This mermaid becomes his friend. Okay, let me move my picture so you can see. They both enjoy playing hide and seek and other fun games. Oops. Look, you can always use your spell check, right? The mermaid gives him a magic wish, because in my story, mermaids can give one wish in their whole life. Okay. The human wishes to become a mermaid and live under the sea. Okay, so there's my story. Okay, I didn't go into crazy details, but I did kind of shape my story. I have the beginning where it's taking place, kind of what's happening, the characters' lives, and then kind of my if you think of a story arc, it kind of is like a hill. So they're all living their own lives, and then they meet, and then he makes a wish to be a mermaid, and then he is able to live under the water and be a mermaid with all the other mermaids. Okay, and so then over here for my characters, I can either draw them and then take pictures of them and upload them on there. Let me get my lights back on. Or I can use Google Drawings, or I can use the shapes here. If you look here, I'm going to use shapes. So I'm going to draw some shapes. And the other thing that you could also do is you could insert images from the internet. So insert image, search the web, and I may go mermaid image. It's the mermaid is a man, so there we go. Here's a merman. Okay. Put that. Oh, this didn't work, so I can try a different one. This one. Okay, there he is. There's my mermaid man. Okay. There's the guy's friend. And then I'm gonna put I can make actually see I can easily with my tools over here. You can use your shapes. I'm gonna make the boy that is human that wants to become a mermaid, right? Okay, let me turn my colors on a little bit nicer so I can see better. You can do custom colors, or you can choose your colors a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Okay, add some eyes. So yeah, just have fun with this. You can. He's gonna have bright blue eyes. That's gonna be one of his character traits, is that he has pretty bright blue eyes. The scribble is just like a tool that you can use pretty much to draw any shape. So scribble is super helpful because see how I just drew that smiley, and I can scribble again, and draw his nose. Let's see, I don't share. Okay. Scribble again to draw his other side of his nose. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Sometimes you just gotta play around with it a few times. Okay. Where did it go? Why is it not scribbling? Come on, little scribble, scribble for me. Huh, it's not doing it. Let me try to draw it up here. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't drawing, but that's okay. You can always build it somewhere else and bring it on down, and then you can resize it. It might have just been too small. Might have been just too small or something. Okay. Got his nose there. It's kind of being silly, but that's all right. Okay, so there's his nose. And then I'm going to build his neck. That's a skinny little neck. Okay. All right. See why I'm doing this? It takes a little bit, but you'll get used to it. Okay. And I'll give him his body. He's just going to have a big old... Excuse me. Sorry about that. Make sure you always cover your mouth like that, right? He's going to have a red t-shirt on. And he's going to have his arms here. Doo-doo. I'll make that a little bit here. See how easy it is to make these characters? Pretty simple, right? And then I'm making his arms just a little thicker there. And then I'll give him some pants. Okay, just trying to do. He's kind of like a little Roblox person, and his pants will wear blue jeans. So we'll give him some blue jeans. Just copy and paste that. Okay, there we go. There are my two characters. See how easy that was? So I've got my two characters, and then I have my story over here. And now I'm finished. Okay, I could go on and put more characters, but My story, I just want those two main characters, okay? So have fun creating your show. Take some time and think about what you want your show to be like. Maybe it's going to be like a movie or a show that you've seen before with a little different spin or a little different take. Maybe it's going to be in outer space. Maybe it's going to be underwater. Maybe it's going to be in the future. Maybe it's going to be in the past. It can be any story or any movie or show that you want to come up and you want to create, okay? So have fun creating that story and creating your characters. Good luck.